So thanks for taking the time to get on this call tonight. My name is Val Smith, as Tracy probably told you. I'm going to be doing this presentation tonight, and I want to brag tonight to you about this small little incredible application. It's an app that you can have. This is amazing. I like to call it the Magic app, but somebody else has that name, the Magic app, out there, but it'd be cool if we could call it the Magic app because it really is magical. We've got access to an app that you can download onto any electronic device. You can use it on a Fire Stick and apply it to your television and watch just about everything and anything in the world. Over 4,000 channels, over 4,000 movies. It's unbelievable. All the sports packages, all the sports networks. And this is where the money's at. I've been in network marketing for about 40 years. Okay, this is my 40th year. Got started in 1979. There's nothing I haven't seen, nothing I haven't done. Been a part of some big organizations. I've had over 2 million people in my downlines over the years. We've produced record numbers of sales. We've built massive organizations. But I'm here to tell you, 2019, we are so stoked. We're really excited because we're getting rid of the stale bread. Have you ever thought of going into your cupboards and start getting rid of stuff? Honestly, we're getting rid of stale bread. I'm not kidding. It's kind of like, being in the network marketing industry for 40 years, it gets a little monotonous after a while, right? Like, think about it. Here we are. We're sitting on this call on a Thursday evening. I don't know what the date is, March 15th or March 14th or something like that. Doesn't really matter. Just know that we're in March. But in June, some buddies have contacted me today. They said, Val, in June, there's going to be this big pre-launch of a ground floor business opportunity, and it's going to be another bloody health and nutritional company. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this stuff for years. This is a pattern on the internet for years. And I'm not knocking health and nutritional companies. Hey, I've been a part of them for years. I've been taking health products for years. I just ate an ice cream sandwich before I came on this call. That's my health product for tonight. It was totally awesome. I'm not going to be taking CBD. I'm going to be eating ice cream sandwiches, banana splits, and, Burger King. That's what my life's all about. And I say that in a fun, loving way, of course. But the whole point being is, don't you ever just get tired? Do you ever just get tired of the BS? You go on Facebook and you sit there and you see all these people talking about cryptocurrency and all these health and nutritional companies, and you see, all these travel programs, and they're beautiful companies, and there's people making copious amounts of money, but out of 1,000 people, there's only 2 making money, And so my whole point being is not to bash the industry, but when do you want to make some money? And so the only way that we can all make some money is we need something fresh. We need to get rid of the stale bread. We need to go through our cupboards and just get rid of all the stuff. And I'm so excited. I just feel so, I don't know, there's a word I'm looking for. I just can't figure out the word, but it'll come to me pretty soon. Yeah, well, I feel so invigorated, if that's the word.
Elated.
Yeah, I feel like all that stuff. I feel like Peter Pan and all that stuff, whatever you want. I'm just kidding with that. But hey, I feel good. I'll tell you why I feel good. Because Tracy and I have been sitting here negotiating with the universe for the last 2 years to bring something magical into our lives from the business point of view. You see, we've tried this, we've tried that, we've tried this, we've tried that, and it just doesn't have the same bite it used to 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. The industry is changing. People are jaded, people are cynical, people are skeptical. And the beautiful thing about this incredible discovery that we had a few months ago is that it's digital. We can take it into any country in the world. Thousands of people, millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, and eventually in the billions will be affected by this little app. You know why? Because this little app has everything to do with entertainment. And the world wants entertainment. Have you ever noticed, I'm going to be honest with you about something, and I don't want to come across as being negative, because some of you in other companies, you're probably saying this guy shouldn't be negative, and I don't want to bring people to the call if he's going to talk that way. So sad, too bad, I got to tell you something. Have you ever noticed something about multi-level marketing company products? Have you ever noticed the only one that wants them are the ones that are recruiting and selling them? Have you ever noticed it's hard to sponsor 10, 20, 30 people in those programs? Have you ever noticed that it's hard to sponsor 5 people in those programs? Have you ever noticed that you have to spend time convincing people that their lives are really crappy and they're sick and they're full of disease? And if they're not full of disease now, they will be full of disease if they don't take these products. Those are the things that we have to tell people. Or have you ever noticed that you're selling digital products? You have to tell people that, they're never going to be smart ever again if they don't study this digital training course. Or have you ever told somebody that, hey, like, wouldn't you love to have that dream vacation? Wouldn't you love to go to Bora Bora? Wouldn't you love to travel all of Europe at discount prices? It sounds great and everything, but who's got the money to travel Europe? Nobody. People are on fixed incomes right now. People are going on vacations in their backyards, and people are going on vacations in their lazy boy chairs. And they stare at the television as a form of comfort, as a form of distraction. There's a gentleman out there by the name of Warren Buffett. Have you ever heard of Warren Buffett? He's only one of the richest men in the world. You know what Warren Buffett says? He contradicts every guru on the internet, because what all the gurus on the internet tell you to do if you want to make money is they tell you, in order to make money, find your love, find your passion. And you know that I believed that for about 26 years. I mentally believed that in this industry for 26 years of my 40 years of being in this industry. I thought if I found my love, my passion, I could become the charismatic evangelical spokesperson for these companies. And I was very good at it. But not everyone else was good at it. My downlines would die. I had 487,000 people in my downline in another company. Almost 500,000 people, Tracy, together, we did together. We did that in a short period of time, but they were dead. It's one thing to sit there and say, hey, man, I'm God's gift to the world. I got 500,000 people in my downline, and nobody's doing anything. Well, you know what we love about this product? Is we don't want the downline to do anything, because there really is no downline here. But let's say there is a downline here for the sake of illustration purposes only. We don't want you to do a whole lot of stuff, but sit and watch television. If you can learn how to sit in a chair and work your remote control, you can have not the microwave lifestyle, you can have the remote control lifestyle. And Tracy knows this. I used to get on conference calls and bash people in a fun-loving way. I used to say, you know what the perfect business opportunity on planet Earth would be in the home-based business industry? Stay in bed and be brain dead and get paid $30,000 a month being hooked up to intravenous tubes, watching television in a hospital. And if you want to do that, no problem. Because you know what, Val? Somebody once said to me, karma's a bitch, and I just got bit. Because I used to say that, but now karma came back and got me. You know why? Because I am telling you, you can sit here tonight and make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month with a remote control in your hand, and you can watch every movie on the planet, all live television shows that you want, have the sports packages, and just freaking do what you want to do. The baby boomers are getting older. They don't have money to go on vacations. Ask anybody that has half a brain in their head. They will tell you that the baby boomers are glued to television because they're sitting in retirement homes. They're sitting in, retirement residential properties. They don't have a lot of money to spend on extracurricular activity, so they're escaping into television. But you see, the really cool thing is they don't have to pay crazy prices for television. Up here in Canada, I was paying over $200 a month for cable TV. Why would I pay over $200 a month for cable TV? That's freaking, you know how much money that is? Cable TV, imagine paying for cable TV and you're on a fixed income. Spare me. I'm in a different position in life, but I'll tell you, $2,400 a year, $2,400 a year, and I don't even watch TV, and I'm donating it to the cable company like an idiot that I was. I'm no longer an idiot anymore. I have no problem calling myself an idiot. You don't have to feel sorry for me or say you shouldn't say that. I should say that because I feel like an idiot, because I would let them take the money for the 7 years, and I never questioned it. They would just take it out of my bank account because I wasn't thinking straight. And then, we got a $2,000 TV there, an $1,800 TV there, $400 TV there. Nobody's watching the damn things, and I'm donating money to the cable company. So I said to my wife, Benita, I said, I'm phoning the cable company. And I got rid of them. December 12th, I celebrate. December 12th, 2017, I phoned the cable company and told them to take a hike. I said, this is crazy. And then they tried to offer me this bundled package deal to keep me on. No, thank you. Get out of my life. I'm not giving you my money anymore. And so I got off cable and we stayed on Netflix. $7 a month. Not bad for a poor bugger, eh? $7 a month. I'm just kidding with you all. So we stayed on Netflix, and then I got rid of Netflix because my credit card got lost when my wallet got lost. And it was funny because I lost my wallet in Edmonton and it showed up in Toronto, over 2,200 miles away, and it got mailed back to me from Toronto. I wasn't even in Toronto. So anyhow, my credit card and everything was there. So bottom line is Netflix couldn't charge me anymore because I put a stop on the credit card. And then lo and behold, just recently, we were in a conversation with somebody. It's amazing how the universe works. And they told us about this incredible company out of Europe. The company's out of Europe, 9 years old. They've been streaming content for the last 9 years. The largest company on planet Earth in the streaming industry. And Tracy and I had the great privilege and honor of getting a contractual private license with this company so we can basically privately resell and white label their product under our name. And it's really awesome because you know what the world's moving to? If you go up on the internet and search streaming, the world is shifting to streaming. Cable companies are panicking right now because there's no need for cable. And we're not talking about illegally downloading movies. We're not talking about illegally copying movies like some of the pirates do on the internet. We're talking about an app that allows you to stream with not the ability to download or copy. We're not doing that. You are allowed to stream content on the internet. And that's the way the law is right now as we know it. Okay? So streaming, Netflix is streaming. And there's other streaming companies out there. So when we put this together, we got excited because we knew that the home-based business industry wanted something fresh and vibrant. And we also knew that entertainment's where the money's at. You know why rock stars make so much money? Because they distract and entertain people. Take them on a voyage that's unique and different. It's not the same old, same old. You know why so many people have been watching TV? Do you know there's parents that use televisions as babysitters for their children? Oh, just put the kid in front of the TV, man. Watch, Sesame Street, whatever it is. So that's what they do. SpongeBob, whatever it is. So they watch SpongeBob and all that really cool stuff. But what makes it unique is that it's not stale bread. Every frame is different. And if you understand how the human mind works, it's keeping up with the frames. But when you look at a bottle of health and nutritional products, or you look at a digital back office, it becomes monotonous. People, human beings want to be distracted all the time. They don't want to hear the same conversation over again. So you have an opportunity right now here tonight to tap into an incredible application, because I'm going to introduce you to a really cool concept that we created once I let me just do something. I got to get rid of this guy here. Let's back to the live thing here. Let me see if I can just get rid of something here. Just going to get rid of Cass. All right. Okay, here we go. Let me just go here, pull up Legends. I just got tons of windows open. Now I can do this share for you. I'm learning from Tracy how to have a ton of windows open. My God, she's a good mentor and teacher. All right. So anyhow, I wanted to share with you very quickly here. So 2 years ago, Tracy and I created a company called Legends VIP Network, okay? We created a company called Legends VIP Network. And Legends VIP Network is where I teach you how to become a 9th degree black belt in the art and science of building a business. All right? It was kind of my gift to the network marketing community. How do you get people to say yes? How do you build big businesses? How do you close people? How do you overcome objections? How do you so Legends VIP Network became a platform for those that wanted to learn how to walk on water in the home-based business industry. And I'm not talking about technology. I'm talking about power persuasion, using hypnosis, getting people to say yes to you before you ever meet them. Some really weird esoteric stuff in Legends VIP Network. And is almost godly as it was, some of the content in there, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It's not about your power of positive thinking stuff and your goal setting stuff and your Anthony Robbins, Zig Ziglar stuff. That's all kindergarten baby stuff compared to what we had in the back office here. But the funny thing is, as I kept saying to Tracy, I kept saying, like, we've got all these people coming into our business, but nobody's using the material. We got all these people coming into our business, but nobody's going through any of the material. We got all these people coming into our business, but they're just coming for the money, and nobody wants to use the product, or nobody wants to learn how to become intelligent. So I said to Tracy, I said, we got to change that. We got to figure something out. And so we thought of all these different ideas and nothing was working. And then we got access to this app. And once we got access to this app, the business started to take off. We brought in, Mandy came from Greece. We got people in Malaysia. We got people in the Philippines. We got people in Singapore. We got people in one of the Arabic countries I can't think of there. We got people in Africa. We got people in the UK now. We've got people in South America, Ecuador, Panama. We got people coming in from everywhere now because they all want this app. Because you can travel with this app and you don't need cable. Isn't it amazing? You can travel with this app and you don't need cable. You can just put it on your phone, travel with it, watch everything and anything. Put it on your tablet, watch everything and anything. And there's multiple countries in there too. I don't know how many countries we have now, maybe 12 or 14 different countries out there now, from the UK to Greece to Portuguese to Hispanic. Well, here, I'll show you some of them, and they've added a whole bunch more. So imagine an app where you can watch everything and anything. This gets exciting, guys. So now watch this. Okay, see this? Here's some of the channels. I'm not going to show you everything, guys, because I don't want to blow your minds. I don't want to freak you out, but know this. You finally have a product that your family and friends want. They will beg you for it. I've been in this game for 40 years. My family never wanted anything from me till now. My brother, retired police officer. He's on the product. My brother, entrepreneur in Toronto. He's on the product. My 31-year-old daughter, boom, on the product. Several of my neighbors on the street, boom, on the product. This is why. Ready? Check this out. They can't get this with the cable company. These are just some of the channels. This is just an appetizer. All right? I'm just showing you this kind of quick. I don't want to hold you on here all night. If I went through all these channels, we'd be on here for a couple hours probably if we went through everything. And I had to talk to you about everything. People that live in the Eastern Hemisphere can now watch everything in the Western Hemisphere. Look at all your HBOs, everything. All your sports networks, all your college bowl stuff, college football, everything, all included. All right? Let me just show you another one here. I won't go through it all, but look at the countries. The UK, Latino, look at the Latino market. If you know anyone in the Hispanic community that speaks Spanish, lights out, game over, you'll retire. Companies need to understand the Spanish community. They are hard-working, fast-working, entrepreneurial-driven. They want a better way of life. Other people, not so much. Spanish people, they go ballistic. You want to build a network? Look for Hispanic people, all right, or people that understand the language. Okay, so let me go to here's USA Regional. Does anyone know where the country of Charlotte is, or San Diego? That's a country too, isn't it? No, they're all states. I'm just kidding. But there's all those states. Look at that. If you want to go to Waco, Texas, or Waco, Texas, is that how you say it? Waco? I don't know. We know somebody from Waco, don't we, Tracy? Okay. There you go, right there. Look at that. Like there's a ton of stuff here, guys, and this is just appetizer stuff. You'll go through tons of stuff. So anyhow, we're not going to go through all the channels, but hey, look, there's your NFL package, Major League Baseball package, NBA package, NHL package. Now, guess how much? You're sitting here on this call tonight, and you're probably thinking the daddy from Cincinnati, not the mama from Oklahoma, is going to tell you this is like $200 or $300, right? No. You can have all this little app you can download. This little app you can download onto your computer, tablet. Get a Fire Stick. It has to be a Fire Stick. We don't recommend anything else. Roku's not going to do it. Chromecast is not going to do it. Its Fire Stick works. It works beautifully with this system, okay? $19 a month, $19.95 a month. You can watch almost everything and anything in the world. And there's a ton of stuff here I didn't even talk to you about. We're supposed to be selling this for at least $39.95 a month, but we found a way to turn this into free enterprise. So we kind of worked out a deal that we could sell this cheaper. We reverse engineered it. Have you ever noticed this? I want to share something with you. This, what I'm going to say, is prolific. Have you ever noticed when you get involved in a multi-level marketing company or an affiliate company, they usually take a $3, $4, $5 product? Like, I don't know if you know this, but most of the health and nutritional products are made out of Utah, and they only cost like $5, $6, $7 to make. You can get CBD oil for about $9.85 US, and then they private label it. And CBD oil is like phenomenal stuff. If you haven't tried it, try it. And I'm not promoting it, but try it if you ever want to. Anyhow, the cost is about $9.95. And then there's a cheaper version of it you can get for about $645, $635. Can't remember the exact price. And then the MLM companies mark it up to like $150 or $99 or $69 or $89. So have you ever noticed that a product goes from the basement to the penthouse? Well, what we did here, which is really unique and different, you see, I took a product that was in the basement, in the penthouse, and I brought it down to the basement. What do I mean by that? We got a product here right now, this app, that gives you access to everything in high definition. High definition. Crystal, you saw the hockey game there at the beginning. We took it down from $39, which is the recommended price that we're supposed to be selling it through the suppliers, and we brought it down to $19.95 a month. Where have you ever heard a business opportunity taking a product from what you're supposed to sell it and bringing it down, not marking it up? Why didn't we mark it up to $79? Nah, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to crush this program and do it in such an unorthodox fashion that the world's never seen before. Okay? So I think that's pretty cool. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to show you systematically how this works. It's amazing. I don't even put my fingers on the screen, and I got a touch screen computer now. I just bought it yesterday. And I feel like I got bragging rights, but I don't want to put my fingerprints on it. So anyhow, what I want to do right now is I just want to show you how this concept works. Okay, there's a lot of money sitting here on the table for those of you that are smart enough and wise enough to have access. Okay, I'm serious. There is a lot of money. We got some people on here right now that are, well, what's a lot of money? I don't know. $700 a day, $300 a day, $100 a day. I don't know if $100 a day is a lot of money, but you know what? $100 a day times 5 days in a week times 4 weeks in a month would give you $2,000 a month. That's not bad, but what if you were making about $7,000, $8,000 a month here? And then some of you that are really good, some of you will be making well over $40,000, $50,000. But let's say the average person finally had an opportunity to make about, $7,000, $8,000 a month. How do you do that? Well, that's a great question. Let's take a look at that. All right. So what we did here is we did something really unorthodox. We have a one-time fee. And the beautiful thing about the one-time fee to get in, it's a one-time lifetime fee. It's $147. Now, some of you are probably, your heart's palpitating and you're going, oh, geez, well, I was waiting for the guy to come up with a price. Like, it's $147. For $147, you get my complete training package. You get Tracy and I doing all the presentations. You get full customer support for your clients. You never have to pay again. $147 one-time lifetime. Never pay again. There's no auto ship. There's no annual renewal fee. The only thing you will ever pay monthly for is the $19.95 service. All right, and that has nothing to do with the commissions. There is no commission on the $19.95, and I'll tell you why. Because let's say out of the $19.95, there would have been a commission on it if I marked it up to $39 or $79 or $89, but we brought it down to the basement, just a little bit above cost. All right, and at $19.95, let's say I were to pay you like in an MLM model. Let me teach you something. So let's say I came on this call tonight and said, hey guys, how you doing? How do you want to make a fortune? How'd you like to make $1 off everybody off that $19.95 residual monthly income? Believe it or not, some people would actually be excited by that. I wouldn't, and you'll see why. I wouldn't. That would be a waste of my time and a waste of your time. So let's say Tracy and I paid you $1 a person on the $19.95 in a downline, whether you brought them in or not. You know how downline works in those MLM programs, right? Let's say you had 1,000 people in your downline, 1,000 people. The average person will never do that. What's 1,000 times $1? $1,000. Times 12 months in a year, $12,000 a year. How long would it take you with 1,000 people to make $100,000 in this business? 12 times 8 is 96, or 12 times 9 years is $108,000. I'm 55 years old. I don't have time. I'm going to be 56 this year. I don't have time to wait 8, 9 years to make $100,000. For $1 or $2 on a residual income, a waste of time, a waste of life, and I might not be here a year from now. So I'm not going to be hanging out waiting for that. I want to get paid now. I want huge money. So do you. So here's what I did. Something totally unorthodox. We created a compensation plan called the Australian One-Up. I've been using it since 1989, 87, 89. I can't even remember. 87 or 89. I've been using this compensation plan for over 30 years. And it's made people extremely wealthy if you know how to play it correctly. With the $147, the beautiful thing is there's no company owner here that you have to worry about. There's just admins that do customer service. You see, you are the company. Doesn't that sound strange? You are the company. Why did I say that? Because what you're all used to is joining a business opportunity. The company somewhere in the United States or somewhere in the world collects all the money and then pays you out your commissions, your tiny little commissions 30 days later, 35 days later, 40 days later, right? And maybe weekly fast start bonuses on a weekly basis. We didn't want to do that. We wanted you to get paid instantly. We have people here sitting on the call. I can look at their pictures right now on video. Some people here have made $700 in one day. Some have made $300 in one day. We've got a few people here averaging $300 a day, but they don't wait for a check, because when somebody pays the 147, and I'll show you a really cool trick to the trade. Don't tell anyone I taught you this tonight. When you pay the 147, which you really don't even have to pay anyhow, because I'll show you, when the 147 is paid, it goes directly to you. So if I wanted to come in tonight, I pay you direct, $147. You keep 100, and then you go to another website altogether and pay the admin $47. Including in that, what do you get for the $47? They get 300,000 database. They get they get probably 60% of my training platform. There's a lot of things I haven't put in the back in the training platform. You're getting about a $1,250 package in training, and you're getting the streaming, the full streaming platform, including your first 30 days paid for in that 147. So included, your first 30 days are paid for in the 147. All right. Plus you get us to do all the presentations for you. We'll talk to all the people on your behalf. You don't have to explain anything. Just invite people to myself or Tracy or these calls, and we'll do the talking. You got some of the best people closing your sales in the world. I can do things that very few people on the internet know how to do. I can do things that telemarketing companies can't do. I used to train telemarketing companies in Colorado and here in Edmonton. Isn't that amazing? So you're getting the best of the best to help you build your business. You just got to decide whether or not you want to use it. All right? So $100 for every sale within your organization. So you know what a downline is? If you had 1,000 people in your downline, you'd make $1 a person on the 1995. Kinda, right? No, doesn't exist. But that's what I said for the sake of illustration purposes only. You would have made $1,000. So what I did is I took that whole equation out. There's no money to be made in the 1995. The 147, you make $100 for every person in your downline. If you have 10 people in your downline, you make $1,000. If you had 10 people in a downline in MLM, you make $10. Same presentation, same amount of work. If you have 100 people in your downline here, you make $10,000. If you had 100 people in an MLM, you make $100. So you make $9,990 more here. No, $900. $9,900 more here than you would in multi-level marketing. I just got to remember the math here. Too many numbers. This compensation plan blows the doors off MLM pay plans. There's no balancing legs. There's no binaries. There's no unilevels. It's just a direct retail transaction. And you can create as many pay lines as you want. And speaking of pay lines, what I'll do right now is I'll show you the compensation plan in a really cool, fun-loving way. But now, let me share with you one other feature. There's so many things that I need to tell you tonight, but I probably won't tell you everything tonight because I can't remember everything. Here's another comparison to online business opportunities. When was the last time you were in a business opportunity that sent out to your clients? Like, let's say you had people interested in trying the service. Like, let me give an example. So I come to you and I say, hey, Dave, how you doing? You know, I don't know if I really want to buy your product right now. I think I would like to try it for free. Can you let me try your service for free? Can you let me try your health and nutritional products for free? And if I like them, then I'll pay for them later. Can't do that on the internet. Well, guess what? You can do it here. Because if I came to you and said, hey, Dave, listen, I'd really like to try that streaming product first before I ever pay for it. I really want to see if it's everything that guy says it is and more. I want to try it out, but you know what? I don't even want to pay a penny for it. Can I try it out for free? The answer is yes. We are able to give people, your clients, your prospects, you can't do this in the other online business opportunities unless you're going to pick up the tab or your company's going to pick up the tab, and trust me, they're not going to do it. We will send out a 24-hour trial. So for 24 hours, they can test all the channels, test movies, do whatever they want. It's a trailer. They get a full trailer. They get full access to everything a fully paid subscriber would get access to for free for 24 hours. Here's what we're finding, or at least this is what I'm finding. When I give away a 24-hour trial to somebody who is ready to go and start using it, if somebody says, well, hey, Val, can I have that trial on Saturday night? Because there's some fights coming on Saturday night I want to watch too. I say, great, I'll give it to you Saturday night. So they get to watch their hockey games, they get to watch, UFC channel or boxing channels and see the fights that they want to see. And then the next morning, it'll expire or something like that. They'll come back to me and they'll say, oh my God, this is incredible, I'm in. I've had 8 out of 10 people on average come in. That's my experience. 8 out of 10 people come in after they get a trial with me because I'm communicating with them through every step of the process. I don't just say, here's a trial, man, get back to me later. Nobody gets back to me. I get back to them, boom, and they're in. How do I get them in? On a credit card. They come in on a credit card. You know why they come in on a credit card? Because the credit card company gives them a 28-day line of credit at no expense to them. At 28-day credit line is awesome. 32-day credit line is totally awesome. So we got people that come in here. They get started on, say, tomorrow, for example. We will have people that will come in here on a Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And they will have made, by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, some of those people have made $600, $200. And by the time the 28 days goes by, before the credit card company ever sends them their invoice, we'll have people here that have made $4,700. We'll have people that have made $800. We'll have people that have made $1,800. We'll have had people that have made $3,200. So do you see my point? My point is they're going to get, the credit card company is going to send them an invoice for $147. They've never taken a dime out of their pocket, and they've already made $3,000, $2,000, $800, $1,800 in advance of ever paying a dime. And then out of their profit, they just throw it at the credit card company and say, this is a joke. I just got involved in a business opportunity with no money out of pocket, and I already made $3,700. I'm seeing people going out and buying new cars after 2 weeks here. Not full cash paid for, but now they have the financing. They have the money to put $2,000 down and pay $600 a month on the car payment. Isn't it amazing? Because they get paid every single day here. This program is so therapeutic. It takes the stress out of people's lives because they get to relax and watch TV. And it helps them with their marriage. You know why it helps them with their marriage? Because they start making too much money when they get serious and roll up their sleeves. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you the compensation plan here very quickly. Just got to take a look at all my kids' pencil, crayons, and pencils here and stuff like that. So here's the compensation plan. This is why people are making money here, all right? And it all starts with you. So just bear with me here. Okay, so I'm not here to promote religion, but I like to use religious kind of, dogma and doing this type of presentation every now and then, because I came from a very strong Pentecostal background, which I'm not a part of anymore, but it was cool. It was fun. It was exciting. So the good book says you got to give in order to receive. So what we did here is we built a compensation plan around you got to give in order to receive. When you first enroll for $147, you're called an apprentice. Do you remember that show, The Apprentice? You're an apprentice. You are given a task. Your first task is to sign one person up in the business. Really simple. Sign one person up in the business that would be interested in watching everything in the world and never paying a cable company any money ever again. I think there's a few people out there. You'll probably find a whole lot of them. The very first person you bring into the business, based on the book you got to give in order to receive, you got to give them, you give them away. That's your apprenticeship. You give them away to the person that enrolled you into the business. The first sale you generate, you give away. Now stay with me. Watch how powerful that is in the form of compounding money. Now, once you give your first sale away, and I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to show you here now. I'm going to stop. I'll come back to you with me here. All right. So once you give your first sale away, you are now a master distributor. Okay. A master distributor, an MD, not a medical doctor, but a master distributor. Now watch this. Can you all see that? There's you. And now you're a master distributor because you gave your first sale away. Let's say they're gone. Forget about them. Okay. Now you're going to generate a second sale straight underneath you. There's you. Put your name in there. And you're going to put in your second sale here. I'm going to say your second sale is Dave. All right. When Dave comes in, he's going to buy from you directly for $147. How much money are you going to make? So you bring Dave in as your second sale. You might find him on Facebook. Bring him in. You keep $100. If this was an MLM, you'd get $1 or $2. Same conversation, same work. And multi-level marketing is more expensive because you have auto ship every month. Here, there's no auto ship. You make $100. Now, what's Dave going to do? He's going to replicate, not duplicate. The only thing ever duplicated successfully in marketing is failure. Dave is going to replicate, and he's going to bring in his first person here. Because Dave's an apprentice, so Dave's homework is to go out and get a first sale. Let's call that person Tammy. All right, I'll show you this. Just stay with me. We're almost finished the presentation. All right, so Dave brings in Tammy. Now, guess what happens? There's only one person that can ever get paid. Okay, so do you see this? That's 100, a little faint there on the pencil. So there's you. You brought in Dave as your second sale. What does Dave have to do? He's got to give his first sale up to his enroller. That's you. And the only person that can ever get paid in this downline here, is the person who's the master distributor. Dave can never be paid yet until he gives Tammy up. Then Dave can go out here and start his second sale. All right, so Dave's gone now. Tammy's in. Okay, Tammy goes in and brings Tracy. Just stay with me. We're almost done. I just really want you to see the dynamics here because I want you to see why people are making $600, $700 a day or $300 or $400 a day. All right. So Tammy goes out and brings Tracy in. So Tammy is now free to go. Tracy comes in, and I just got to draw this now just so you can see this. Let me just get this pencil working here. You make another $100. This goes all the way up to you. You don't even know who Tammy is. You don't even know who Tracy is. This whole genealogy is being tracked by computerization software in your back office. You get the $100. Up to you. Whoever's there gets the $100. Can't collect money, can't collect money, can't collect money yet until they go out and start their own second. Now Tracy's going to go out and bring in Bill. Just stay with me here. I'll be finished this pretty quick. I know it takes a little time, but anyhow, so Tracy brings in Bill. So I asked Tracy out. She's not an apprentice anymore. She can go out here and start her own sale like you did with Dave here. Tracy can go out and start her second sale here. This is Tracy's first sale. It's got to go up to you. So you made $100, $200, $300, $400 in your first 2 hours in the business, hypothetically speaking, right? And then Bill, well, scratch him out, goes out and gets Craig. I'll stop here, but I just want to show you. Let's do this. And then Craig's goes up to you. I'll show you here, and I did a couple extras here. So you see this? Bill goes out and gets Craig, passes his first sale up to the master distributor. You make another $100. And Craig's going to bring in this person, who's going to bring in this person, who brings in this. If there's 10 people here, the 10 $100 bills go all the way up to whoever owns the pay line. You make $1,000. If there's 100 people, let's say there's 100 people, one leaving one, leaving one, leaving one, leaving one, leaving one, leaving one, all the way to infinity, the $100 goes all the way up there. So if there was 1,000 people in this downline, the $1,100 bills would go up to this person. That's $100,000. Okay, if there was 5,000 people deep, the $500,000 would go up to this person. But here's the funny thing. You see this person? This is you. This is your second. What if you brought in a third? What if you brought in a fourth? What if you brought in a fifth? What if you brought in a sixth, a seventh? What would happen if you had 10 people front line to you? And those 10 people each brought in one, who brought in one, who brought in one. You'd have 10 downlines going. For sake of illustration purposes only, 10 downlines going. Every person in any of those 10 downlines, all those $100 bills go all the way up to you. If you had 10,000 people on your team, and I had over 400,000 on my team, if you had 10,000 people on your team, you make $1 million. Can't do that in MLM. With 10,000 people on your team in MLM, you might make $5,000. You might make 15 grand. You might make 17 grand. And then with attrition kicking in, here, 10,000 people on your team, guaranteed, 100% guaranteed, $1 million. No ifs, no ands, no buts, no kind of maybe. 10,000 people, the $100 would go right up there. Do the math. If you had 50,000 people, you make 5 million. 50,000 people in MLM might pay you 40 grand, 60 grand, 80 grand. Pays 5 million here. Not to freak you out or get you scared or anything, but I'm just saying, if you show it to somebody that knows how to build a business, look out. It's amazing. And this business opportunity has a more attractive product than any MLM product in the industry. And this is cheaper than MLM. $147 one-time lifetime is cheaper than $100 a month in auto ship. MLM will cost you about $1,500 a year. This will cost you $147 one time in your life. And MLM would take you 100 years to make what you can make here in 2 or 3 years if you were good. I'm not kidding. A lot of people are in MLM programs right now. They will be in MLM programs for the next 10, 15, 20 years. They will die broke. They won't make money in the MLMs. Trust me. I'm not saying that to be mean, but 97% of the people in MLM are not making any money. Why is that going to change tomorrow? It's not. All the products are the same. You got CBD companies out there. You got coffee companies out there. You got digital educational companies out there, crypto companies out there, Forex trading companies out there, robot companies out there, travel companies out there. They're all a dime a dozen. And you know what? People are excited. 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 And people are excited. But you never heard me once in that equation say people are making money, because they're not. The leaders are making money. People in the downlines are not. They're working for the leaders and busting their butts out there trying to tell people their lives are going to change. And it's not. They're losing money. They're losing money. Every month it's costing them more money than they're making to build their programs. And I'm not lying to you. I'm not saying it to hurt your feelings. It's just I'm telling you the truth, because I know this industry better than anyone. And there are millions of people on the internet right now today that would freak out if they heard me say those words, because they are in psychological denial. They don't want to hear that their dream is really an illusion. You got to go where the money's at. Your family, your friends, your loved ones do not want affiliate products. They don't want MLM products. They want this type of product. This is a product that you can sell to the real world. The other companies, you have to go after MLMers, recruiters, sponsors. You know, you might get a few customers along the way if you're lucky. But who wants to be chasing Who wants to be chasing people that have to go out and start recruiting and sponsoring all the time with a product that just takes so much energy trying to convince people they need? This is a product you don't need to convince anybody. Send them a free sample of the product, and if they got their head screwed on straight, and they don't want to be donating money like I was for years to cable companies, for $19 a month, who wouldn't want this? It's not rocket science, all right? You don't need you don't need a grade 2 education to figure this out. It's a done deal. All right? Forget college, forget university. Those college kids, university kids, they should be doing this business. They'll make more money here than they will in their I can't begin to tell you how many kids have a degree in college and university, and they're broke today. Nothing. They don't have a future. Being an entrepreneur is where it's at. All right? And we've got a business that just laces people with money. All right, it's copious amounts of money sitting here on the table.
But anyways, Val, I think that we really do have the ultimate health product because it takes the pain away. And I don't think any other product can actually state that in reality. And like I said, everything that we've said in the past, we've really done a 180 on everything. And it's really what the people want. And I think that that's where the industry has fallen flat for so many years. Is we think we know what people need, and when it comes down to it, they really don't want what we think they need. And the other part of it too, we talk about like how, you're talking about fixed incomes. If you can save people money, especially people that are getting into their their golden years or whatever. But the other part of that is I know when times are tough that people don't go out for dinner. They'll maybe order a little bit of quality food from the grocery store, and they'll have a really nice meal in. They might get a nice bottle of wine instead of going out and having a bottle of wine with a nice meal. What's going to cost them a couple $100 for dinner. They'll go out and spend $30 at the grocery store and have that at home, put on a wonderful movie or watch something on TV. And, they've got a great evening for themselves without having all that cost. And again, they're saving, they're not having to pay $2,400 a year. It's a win-win-win all the way around. So
the really freaky thing about this product that I've never experienced in 40 years is people that totally hate, and I'm using the word very hatefully, in a very passionate way. I don't like to use the word hate, but people that hate MLM with a passion think everything's a pyramid scheme, everything's a scam. Right. The most underdeveloped human being that has that language in their head, because they're underdeveloped human beings that call everything a scam. They're not intelligent when it comes to business. But anyhow, the whole point being is you can take the most hateful person about this industry and they can become your best sales rep because they believe in this thing, heart and soul, and they could never believe in any other product out there. They don't want to hear about health and nutrition. They don't want to hear about diet pills. They don't want to hear about weight loss. They don't want to hear about digital anything. But stick this on their television, they go freaking ballistic and think that like this is the greatest thing that they've ever seen in their lives. To try it for free, and they watch this, they're not going to want to give. Nobody wants to give it back. Once they're on the service, they're not going to want to give back. You know what the really cool thing is about the 24 hours? Let me give an example. So let's say I give you a 24-hour trial, and then tomorrow kicks in and it's going to expire in 15 minutes, and you're in the middle of watching your favorite movie, or you're watching one of your TV series, and the darn thing goes off in the middle of in the movie or the series. You're going to have to pay to get in here to watch the rest of the movie. People just go ballistic. Oh, here's my credit card. Oh yeah, here I want that. They give it to me. I want to see the rest of that movie. I've had that happen. We've had so many people. The guys watching a UFC fight, like some guys are just nuts for UFC fighting. The guy's watching the UFC fight, and he says, "The damn thing went off. What are you doing? Get me back up. Get me back up. No problem. I can get you up in 15 seconds. All you need to do is pay." This is the perfect model of how it works. Anthony never had the privilege of meeting this wonderful lady on the call until tonight. And this young lady saying that she would like to get involved and be a part of this now. And Anthony never knew her a half an hour ago, 15 minutes ago, 8-9 minutes ago, until she was kind enough to speak up. But Anthony should she decide to come in. Anthony's going to make $100 off somebody he never knew 15 minutes ago. And I don't say that in a malicious way, but the system works. It rolls up, it rolls. And all of you can go through that experience that you could have 8-9 people come to this call that you don't even know. And those 8-9 people could be paying you tonight that $800-900. And that's what's happening here, guys. We're seeing it happen every day. You know, I saw one guy come in and, you know, $1,700 his first 3 days. He only knew 3 of the people out of the 17. And that's the beautiful thing. And then the other beautiful thing is beyond a shadow of a doubt that your client is going to love the product. So the beautiful thing is just knowing that you've given them a product that they're going to enjoy, stress-free. I mean, people never complain about television, but they'll complain about, well, I tried that product and it really doesn't work, or I was on that product for 90 days and it really didn't work. You don't hear somebody say, well, I was watching television for 90 days and it didn't work. They say, oh my God, like, I can't believe I'm getting these movies. I can't believe I'm getting all these channels. You know, I can't believe like some of the little bonus things that are in that platform that I didn't even talk to you about tonight because I'm not allowed to. You're going to freak when you really get to understand how this works. It's amazing. And Anthony's a walking, living, breathing testimonial hanging out in Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, and the tone and the culture is so very different than everything else out there too. It's very social. And that's something that we've been challenged with in our educational portal about getting people talking to each other again. And funnily enough is that people are actually doing that now because they have a product that they have confidence in, that they enjoy, and they can actually share with their friends and their families finally that they're actually going to be invited back for Thanksgiving dinner. So, you know, I think that's a milestone in this industry.
Here's, one of the things that I want people to do in this industry is to think, to use their heads. A lot of people in marketing get caught up in the compensation plan or get caught up in the company. That's got to think. Okay. So here we are on Facebook, and what happens in the marketing world is this. You've got all these people that are promoters. You've got 5 promoters here and 5 promoters here, and they're trying to recruit each other into their business opportunities. There's a conflict of interest there. So you've got about 260 million network marketers in the world estimated. And out of the 260 million, which is a small population, they're all trying to recruit each other. Mm-hmm. They can never get out into the real world and get people like your moms and your dads and your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles or people at work interested in the business, because all as they know is multi-level marketing is a scam, and that the products are really $3 products, $10 products that are marked up to $100. They always tell me that, oh yeah, I can get it at Costco, or I can get it on Amazon, or, they'll always tell you where they can get it for 90% off. But this product, it doesn't infringe on getting caught up in the power struggle of all these people that are promoters on Facebook trying to recruit or sponsor each other.
I want you to get it on Amazon, Val.
Getting it. Get an
Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah, well, the Amazon Fire Stick, yeah, that damn thing, yeah, it's pretty good. So the whole thing is we have a product now that there's no power struggle in. If I'm in CBD and then you're in CBD and I have to come and fight with you and tell you why my CBD is better than your CBD because yours is made with hemp and mine's made with weed, you're going to get really stoned on mine better than you are on your hemp. That you get it. I've had people get into those conversations with me saying, well, yours is like hemp and, mine's got, THC in it and it's a real stuff and, you can rub it on your shoulder and it's, whatever it is, The whole bottom line is it always becomes a power struggle and it becomes monotonous and it becomes boring and it becomes people just get tired of failure and tired of rejection. This is a product that you don't have to deal with a lot of rejection with. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing in that fashion.
The biggest thing that everybody can do for their client is point them to the information. You don't give it to them, you point them in the direction of it, because everything is in the back office. Show them how to activate their account, show them how to log in, show them how to read the dashboard, show them where to find the product, show them how to request the product. And then if they have questions, and then you say, look, just come to the calls and that will do the rest.
Yeah, we do all the customer service. You're not obligated to do anything else outside of get them started, let them know where the PDFs are at the beginning. But any technical problems, any billing problems, that has nothing to do with you.
And your sponsor can help you through a lot of this stuff as well. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and your sponsor should be able to answer those questions for you. And then you've always got the support email for any issues that you might have, if you have any technical issues or whatever. But your sponsor should be able to walk you through everything. And by being a good sponsor, then you teach your next client to be a good sponsor. And then that just, that ball just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling. And, and we're always here for a resource as well. So there's lots of help. And we got the Facebook group. The Facebook group is great. Got lots of good energy in there. And we post announcements and things in there all the time too. So there's no shortage of resource. And you know what? It's just, we're having a lot of fun. And I'm, if you're not having fun, why do it? So.
If anyone on this call ever wants to talk to us privately, outside of this call,
we're pretty accessible.
We're very accessible to make that happen.
We're trying to give you as much information for you guys really to run your business and, be able to have the documentation to help people to get set up. If it's pretty standard, if there's any technical issues, there's a set couple of things that you just do. And, it just works like a jet if you do that. And, and so if we just train people to just take those steps and, make sure that they watch the communication, we communicate in the Facebook group, highly recommend get your people into the Facebook group. If they haven't done so, make sure they go and click that big blue button on their dashboard in their back office, because that's where they're going to get most of the information from there. And we've started to do some mailing out as well.
So love you all in spirit. Thank you so much for being on this call tonight. We're going to be back again Tuesday. If anyone wants any private conversations, you want to be treated like a VIP, we'll let you be the VIP. We'll take care of you. We'll get into a private conversation with you and answer any questions and make sure you're happy before you pull the trigger if that's what you need to do, and we can make that happen. The other beautiful thing is remember, we get to give out free samples. So if you're a great marketer on the internet, no problem. Let's give out free samples. You know how it works. It's like telling somebody to take a puppy dog home. At first they say, nah, I really don't want to bring a dog home tonight. And then they get the dog home and it licks its feet and all that stuff, and it's under your blankets and all the cuddly coo stuff, and you'll never give the dog back tomorrow. People do not want to give this product back to us. They are buyers. That's a beautiful thing. All right. So love you all in spirit. Have a great night, and look forward to working with every single one of you and going from the basement to the penthouse, baby. That's what it's all about.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.